August 15th, 1977, a lonely radio telescope in Ohio was scanning the deep silence of the cosmos. No signs, no whispers, just empty space. But at exactly 11:16 p.m., the silence shattered. A massive, unexplained radio signal blasted through the telescope's receiver. It lasted for exactly 72 seconds. It didn't look like background space noise. It didn't look like a glitch. It came from the direction of the Sagittarius constellation, millions of light years away. Days later, an astronomer named Jerry Amon was reviewing the computer printouts. He saw a sequence of letters and numbers that changed everything. 6EQUJ5. His heart stopped. He grabbed a red pen, circled the code, and wrote one single word in the margin. Wow! Humanity had just received its first potential alien message. But when scientists tried to trace it back, the cosmic signal had completely vanished. Scientists pointed their massive telescopes back to the exact same spot in the stars. But they heard nothing. Just an eerie, frustrating silence. For years, the greatest minds on Earth tried to decipher that strange code, 6EQUJ5, but it was like a lock without a key. Some claimed it was just a passing comet or a reflection from a human satellite, but those theories were quickly debunked. The signal was too strong, too perfect, and too deliberate. It possessed all the characteristics of an intentional interstellar broadcast. As the decades passed, the mystery only grew darker. Humanity began to realize that something out there had spoken to us, but then suddenly stopped. We were left with a haunting question. The signal's origin revealed a terrifying possibility. We were not just listening to space. We were being watched by something lurking in the shadows of the Sagittarius constellation. As astronomers mapped the region, they found absolutely nothing. No planets, no stars that could have sent such a high-intensity pulse. It was as if the signal had been fired from a phantom location, specifically designed for us to find. The dark reality began to sink in. We had been screaming into the void for decades, and for the first time, we understood that someone had finally answered. But they were not greeting us. They were marking our location. And now that we knew where they were, the silence that followed felt less like an absence and more like a predator waiting for its next move. Our hunt for the truth had turned into a desperate race against an unknown cosmic observer. And the telescopes on Earth picked up a faint, rhythmic pulse, a second anomaly that was hidden within the original frequency all along. Scientists had been so focused on the main code that they missed the deep, sub-audible hum beneath it. When they processed this hidden layer, they didn't find numbers or coordinates. They found a pattern that matched our own planet's radio waves, a chilling imitation. It was as if something had captured our own signals, distorted them, and cast them back into the void as a dark echo. The horrifying truth became undeniable. The wow signal was never a message meant for peaceful contact. It was a mirror reflecting our own curiosity back at us as a threat. We had turned on a beacon in a pitch-black forest, and something massive was now tracking the light back to its source. As the data finalizes, the realization hits that we cannot turn the beacon off because the entity on the other side was already closer than we could have ever imagined. The signal hadn't traveled for light years to reach us. It was emitted from within our own solar system, a trap set right on our doorstep, waiting for us to develop the technology to hear it. The true horror was that by circling that code and shouting our discovery to the world, we had confirmed our presence to a watcher that was already here. The cosmic silence wasn't an empty void. It was a quiet room where everyone else was hiding from the monster, and we had just made the loudest noise possible. Now, the telescopes are no longer listening for a distant whisper. They are frantically scanning our neighboring planets because the hum is getting louder. The frequency is changing, and the final countdown has begun, leaving humanity to face the devastating reality that our curiosity didn't save us. The dark truth is that there is no escape from the entity that we awakened. The telescopes have completely lost control of their receivers, as every screen in our space agencies fills with the exact same repetitive code, 6EQJ5. It is no longer a mystery. It is a cosmic death sentence broadcasting on every channel. Our satellites are losing power one by one, plunging our world into a terrifying electronic blackout, while the deep space hum outside our atmosphere begins to vibrate the very ground beneath our feet. Humanity is finally realizing that the universe was never empty. It was just waiting for the right moment to claim us. As the final transmission from our outer satellites cuts to static, the last image captured shows a massive shadow eclipsing the stars right above our atmosphere, confirming that our